Guess I gotta accept the pain. Oh, I already started it wrong. Put your headphones on. Guess I gotta accept the pain. Need a cigarette to make me feel better. Oh my god, when I did that, I like totally popped my back. Need a cigarette to make me feel better. Every good thing comes my way, so I still get dolled up. Oh my god. 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 That was... I didn't mix that up well enough. That was so sour. I can feel it in my jaws, dude. Oh, speaking of my jaws, I'm having some jaw pain. I don't know if it's tooth pain. I mean, I guess it could be tooth pain because my wisdom teeth are coming in, you guys. So I think I may be having jaw pain from that or something. It's either that or I have really high cheekbones, So my mom has really high cheekbones, and that gene passed down to my sister and I. So we all have really, really high cheekbones. So much so that I don't think there's enough tissue connecting my, cheekbone to my jaw. And the same goes for my mom and sister. And I'm thinking of having pain from that, because this happens sometimes. But this lemonade I made is so sour, I think I just died and came back to life. That was crazy. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah! Hey, you guys! Welcome back to The Buzz with Beth. I am your host, Bethany Haven, and I know you're looking at me, you're thinking, whoa. Something's different today, and I'll tell you what's different. This shirt I'm wearing is way too big, and I had to, retie it because there's, strings on it, and I had to, take a bobby pin on both sides and, pin it inward to make this shirt, fit me, and it's still too big. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. But it's cute, though. Can you even, really see it in the camera? I don't know. I'll maybe change some of the lighting and editing. Anyway, guys, I know you're looking at me and you're thinking, this is a new woman. Yes, it is. I have, a lot of really crazy things to talk about with you today. One of them is, really big for me. A big accomplishment. And I'll get to that at the end because I don't know if it'll be at the end. I don't know when I'm going to talk about it, but it's going to be great. Also, I want to talk about this. Guys, I have a zit here and on my forehead. What? I'm very lucky. I have pretty good skin. I really don't have acne at all. I'm really blessed in that department. But I did get a zit on my chin. I swear to God, I tried to pop it up in my room before I started recording this. I'm not kidding you guys. It did pop. It did. I'm not kidding. I have never experienced more pain from a zit in my entire life trying to pop that. It popped and I had to lay down. I genuinely, it was so painful. And I have this one on my forehead. I've never had a zit on my forehead in my entire life. Guys, I can't move my eyebrows without feeling pain. Just sitting here, I can feel it. It hurts so bad. I need it to come to a head so I can get rid of it. Actually, I have some acne medicine my sister gave me. I should use it and put it on that. But, guys, so awful. It hurts so bad. Usually I have pretty good skin. I know you're thinking, oh, she's just bragging. Believe me, I have so many other issues to make up for the fact that I have nice skin. Trust. I didn't get out unscathed. God does not give with two hands. But yeah, I have a zit on my forehead and it hurts so bad. Luckily, the one on my chin, I did pop it and I think it's going to be okay. But God, it was painful, you guys. Oh my goodness gracious, it was painful. Maybe I need to shake this up more. Oh, that was really interesting how it went everywhere when I tried to shake it. Okay. Oh, also, I meant to tell you guys. I think I can I'm working on, I can't do it yet, but I'm working on an impression of Celine Dion. Okay. I will remember you. Will you remember me? That's all I got so far. It is a work in progress. We're workshopping it. So, bear with. Yeah, so that sounded nothing like Celine Dion. So that's cool. Glad I embarrassed myself like that. Yay! Also, I'm working on an impression of Pearl Jam. Yeah. What was it? What's the song? Now I gotta look it up. I was doing Last Kiss, and I was doing it well. Last Kiss. Oh, where can my baby be? The Lord took her away from me. See, I'm getting it. I really the where, where can my baby be? Bear with. I'm workshopping that one too, but I think I kind of got it. I really want to be someone who can do impressions. I really do. Oh, this is what I meant to tell you guys. I started bonus content. What did you guys think about that? My leg is itchy. I always kind of wanted to do that when I had I just popped my leg. I wanted to do that when I had free time. Don't think I'm going to be doing that all the time. It's not a scheduled thing. It's just if I have free time and I feel like I want to do something and provide a little something, then I'm going to try to do that. That's why it's called bonus content. So don't rely on me for Is there a cricket in here or someone outside? If I'm about to die, just do it because what are we even doing? If you're going to kill me, just do it. What if someone was out there and he's like, yes, my chance. That'd be crazy. Anyway. What was I talking about? Great, I already forgot. Oh my god, lately I've been really loving that. When they'll put at the end of everything. I don't want to. I love that. My sister and I have been talking a lot about that because we think it's funny. Oh, I have things to talk about, but some of them I didn't write on the board. I don't know why. Oh, because I ended up writing everything way too big, and then I didn't have room. That's why I didn't write it up there. Okay. I didn't really talk about this on the podcast. This happened months ago. There was a fuzzball floating through the air. I didn't talk about this on the podcast because this happened a couple months ago. I don't know why I didn't bring it up, but I did bring it up on my Instagram. Pros, the brand, Pros, they sent me some free stuff for some hair care. Very, very cool. And I'll tell you how it happened too. I had posted a video on TikTok and it didn't really even go viral or anything, but I mean, it did pretty well. It did well for me, but I wouldn't say it went viral, but for some reason, a bunch of brands were commenting on it and Pros commented and I responded to their comment and I said, you should sponsor me. And then I took a screenshot of that interaction, posted it to my Instagram story, tagged them again and said, balls in your court. They saw it on Instagram and then they sent me some free stuff. So that was really cool. But here's the thing, that happened a few months ago. The hair care, okay, this isn't sponsored because none of it's sponsored. They just did that for to be nice, which was really nice. And so I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I won't lie, you guys, it was really nice hair stuff. I still have it. I am not at my house. I keep it at my house because I consider it my nice stuff. So I keep it here at my house. So I only have used it I only use it on the weekends. So I still have a lot of it left. But so I use it when I come home, so I still have some, but I am at the point I am about to run out, and I'm like, dang, I really want more, because I won't lie, you guys, it's pretty nice, it really is. I think if you're honest about, because you have to they do skincare, and they also do hair care. I opted to get the hair care stuff, and you have to, take a quiz. It's honestly a pretty lengthy quiz. You have to, ow, I just hurt my head. You fill it out, it kind of asks questions about, where you live, and, kind of the, conditions of where you live, the conditions of your hair, what you're wanting for your hair, and you go all through that. I think if you answer it honestly, it really does work, because in the scent I chose, I couldn't tell you the scent I chose, but it was really cool. It really it's nice. My hair's really soft, you guys. And I can't even lie, I've been enjoying the products. I got a scalp mask. I've only used that a few times, but the times I've used it, it was nice. A shampoo and conditioner, both very nice, and a hair oil. Guys, the hair oil smells so good. What else was I gonna say? Oh, okay. Did I introduce myself? Yes. How long have I been recording? 13 minutes? I'm gonna have to cut so much of that because I don't know what I'm doing. What the freak? Oh, Brooke and I, we have been going to our dining hall because that's where we eat when we're at school. They have an ice cream machine, you guys. They've always had it the entire time we've gone there, but we just recently started getting ice cream there. OMG. The ice cream is to die for. So good. Oh, where can my baby be? I think if I work at it, I'll get it. No, the ice cream is so good. Uh, what was I gonna talk? Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something so important? That's what's throwing me off. Like, if you are seeing this and you're like, what's wrong with her? I feel like I'm forgetting something major to talk about, and it's not up there. Could it be? Anyway, I can't remember what I think there's something important that I need to discuss, but I literally cannot for the life of me remember what it is. Now, okay, I have a story. This happened back in March, right? So it's taken me a long time to talk about this, but today's the day because I finally remembered. Okay, so my college campus, it's a very old school, very, very old. I don't want to say like historic, but it looks pretty historic. Like very old buildings, you know, the whole thing. The whole thing. And I realized, when I say, I'm going to say the other day, but just know the other day could literally mean yesterday or 5 years ago. So the other day I realized, you know, I go to the same buildings every day. Not even this semester because everything's online, but I go to like the same buildings, the same few buildings, and I've never been inside literally any other building. So I decided that I'm going to go on a mission to explore all the buildings on my campus because you know what? I want to get the full experience. I want to get the full amount of usage out of my my college days. So let me go and explore these buildings. And when I embarked on this journey, I really did not think it was going to take me where it took me. So here's what happened. Here's where I started. I started alone, by the way, because I didn't think it was going to be as crazy as it was. I started alone. And there was this building. It's like right when you enter the campus, there's this building. I never see anyone inside of it. I don't know what the building is. I genuinely couldn't tell you, but it's really pretty. And there was this area on the building. It's kind of like I need to think how to describe it. You know how like a church, they're always like really pointy and stuff. It looked like that, but it wasn't a church. It just had that kind of roof, and then there was a room, and then under it was like a walkway, like from the outside, like you can like an arch that you could walk through, and yeah. But like above the arch was like this room. I was like, what? I really wish I could show you guys a photo, but I don't have a photo. Okay, guys. I'm standing in front of the building right now. Can you see that? It's that building. And right in this whole area, that like right there, there's a room there. And then right there, in this area is a walkway from the outside. So it kind of looks like this. You know how you see you can walk through that? Kind of like that, except it's like an archway kind of. Doesn't it look pointy, like I said? And I was like, I really want to go into that room and see what it looks like. And here's what I thought. I thought that there was going to be like people up there like studying maybe a class or something. I just wanted to see it because the building looked really cool. Like I said, it looked like a church, but like very small and also in the air. But I feel like I'm not even describing it well, but just bear with. So one day I'm just like, screw it. I have nothing to do. Let me go to this building. I find the building. I go up there and I'm like, the doors are locked. But then there's another door. And I try the other door, locked. And then there's another door. Girl, it was unlocked. I was in. And so I was in this building. And by the way, it's not like I was trespassing. Like this is all my college campus. But I opened the door and I go in and I'm like, immediately I'm hit with this like, I can't even describe it. But I was hit with just this sense of like doom. Like, oh my God, something's off here. And I'm like walking around. I'm like, there's nobody here. Like this place there's nobody here. And that was the point I realized that this was an abandoned building. It was then I realized. And my father is awake. Someone's awake. My father shouldn't be awake because he shouldn't be awake until 4 a.m. or something. It's only 3:30. Is it my mom? Funny how I refer to my dad as father on here. I call him daddy. I don't know. Is my father awake, Papa? Anyway, I go to this building. I realize that like this is an abandoned building. Like there's no one around, and there's like offices. I think it was supposed to be like maybe an office building of some kind. And some of the offices are open. One of them was open. I go in completely abandoned. Like someone up and left. So scary. And I'm walking up these stairs to get to this kind of building that's like in the air, and then like the one that has a walkway under it from like you can walk through it outside. I'm trying to get there. And as I'm walking, I'm trying to get to that area. I have to go down these stairs. It's really hard to describe the building because the architecture of it and like the design of it is kind of complicated. But I have to go down these stairs, and I walk down these stairs, and then I'm in the basement. Freaking scary! Freaking scary. I go to the basement. It was like this place was abandoned, dude. Like someone had abandoned this building years ago. I saw a TV from, God, before I was like, I saw a TV in there from probably when I was like an itty bitty child, before flat screens. So it was like one of those. I have like something like on my ear and it's hurting me. I don't know what's up. Anyway, sorry. It was a TV like before I was like born probably. It was so weird. I'm seeing like, it's a college campus, but I'm seeing things that are like for kids. Like crayons, and I used to call crayons crowns. Y'all know that? But I've grown past it. I saw like crayons, like all these things, like crafts, like it was odd. It was odd. And I'm walking through here, and then I see like brooms and stuff, dustpans, and I'm like, is this maybe where like the custodial staff was? Was this maybe their break room or something? And then I find that, oh my God. And then I look up, dude. I looked up. I thought I'm scared thinking about it now. It was so scary. I'm like reliving it. I look up, dude. All of the tile in the ceiling. You know how schools they had like the tile ceilings and stuff. All of it was ripped out, and it was just all cords. And I was like, this is so freaky. The whole time, I'm not even kidding, I felt like I was being watched. Mind you, I was all alone. And I would not have done it all alone had I known it was going to be this freaky. I genuinely thought it was going to be like just a building, classes in there, people would be in there. No, dude. This place was absolutely abandoned. People hadn't been there in years. Oh, people hadn't been there in years, dude. I gotta move this back. So scary. Literally so scary. So I keep walking. I'm like, okay, I need to get out of this area because like looking up was scary. I felt like I was being watched, like someone was gonna like from out the ceiling and I was gonna die. So I was like, oh my God, let me get through here. I go through this hallway in the basement and I find another thing of stairs. I'm like, okay, let me go up these stairs. When I go up the stairs, I'm finally kind of in this area where the room that I genuinely the only room I wanted to go to, I'm like kind of in that stairwell to get there. I'm like, okay, let's just get over with this, okay? So I'm going up the stairs, and as I'm going up the stairs, they have posters on the wall, and I look at the posters. Tell me why. There are posters back from like 2007, 2008. They were posters of events that the school was holding when honestly, probably before I was born, some of them. And the ones that stuck out to me, it was like, oh my God, this one I was literally 3 years old. So these posters are like almost 20 years old. What? Freaky. I'm like, oh my God, people haven't been here in forever. Hey you guys, so editing Beth here. I was gonna include the photos of the posters I saw that were from like way back when, right? You know, from the early days of Beth, right? They were from, some of them were, as I said, from like 2008. I was going to include pictures of those, but one crazy thing about it, they did reveal my active location. So, I ended up going against that, decided to keep that to myself. I hope you guys can understand. I love you guys so much, and, since I'm here, let me show you what I did. You see this clipboard? It was broken. I literally fixed it. Yeah, see? It was like hanging down, and I fixed it myself with my own hands. What else? I peed a little bit ago. Like forever. And then I keep walking up, and the more I walk up, the more scary it is. I'm not even kidding. I walk up further and further, lights out, nothing's on. Thank God, like, there were like some windows and the daylight was coming through. I was like, everything, there were lights on in like the actual rooms, but the stairwell was dark. Very scary. I don't know why. What I was doing. I should have left, but I didn't. And I kept going up, and I go up to the very top. And when I go to the very top, I'm finally met with the room I wanted to be in the whole time. Oh my God. You guys, this room was, it was like gutted, dude. It was absolutely gutted. It was abandoned. Okay, so completely gutted and abandoned was a bit of an over exaggeration. More so a complete lie, but just when I said it originally, it wasn't a lie. Looking back at the photos, it's appearing more of a lie. And there was a sign in there that said from 2016, so I was like, okay, at least no one has been here since 2016. And there was like some liquid on the ground. It was like, I don't even know what to describe what kind of the liquid was, because I don't know what it was, but I know I've seen it before because I've been in places that haven't really been visited in a long time. How like if you haven't been somewhere in a really long time, or like there's a place that's really unmaintained and there's like leakage coming from the ceiling and it kind of settles on the ground and it's very brown. It was like that. It was like a puddle of that on the ground, but it was so old that it had like crusted over almost. Very disgusting. I was scared. And in that room as well, this room that I thought was going to be beautiful because the outside of it looked like a church, it was like just so gutted on the inside, guys. The tile ceiling, the tiles were ripped out. And this is the room I really thought someone was watching me, because I like started hearing sounds, and there's a video of me, because I took videos of the whole thing, and I posted them to Instagram if you had saw that when that was going down. But I had taken a video, and there's one where I had my backpack on and it hit the door and I thought there was someone there and I went yeah, it was just me. But I really thought I was being watched, and I'm not. Honestly, I like paranormal stuff. It kind of scares me a little bit, but like I like to hear about it. But I wouldn't say I necessarily believed in it, because honestly nothing had ever happened to me. So like, how do you know something like that if you've never experienced it, right? So I never really believed in it. But when I was there, I was like, okay, something is really off here. I had never felt so like, oh, this is bad. Like the sense of doom was crazy. But this place was so weird. I can tell you why I wanted to go there. I just remembered. Not only was it pretty, but from the outside, hanging in the window, it said writer's studio on it. And I was like, writer's studio? Oh, that must be like a place where like writers hang out. I was so wrong. I was wrong. I was literally wrong. I was literally wrong, dude. That's why I wanted. Oh, my tooth is hurting. My wisdom teeth are coming in. I was so wrong, you guys. It was so scary. I feel like I'm not even doing it justice how I was feeling. Maybe it was more scary because I was doing it completely alone. But it scared me. It was so odd. So much so that like I left there, and as I was trying to get out, it was like, it hit me. I was like, oh, I need to leave now. And I like ran through the hall. I was like, I need to get out. And I got out and I was like, oh my God, I immediately called my mom and I had to tell her what happened. And then I was like, I have to get Brooke in on this. Brooke needs to see this. So the next day I had Brooke come back with me and we went and saw it. And guys, this is insane. Like I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, I wouldn't do that. Like, cause why would I have absolutely no reason to lie. But I go back with my sister, and mind you, this place is abandoned. The lights are on just because it was connected to like other buildings kind of, and those ones weren't abandoned, but it has electricity going just to have it be alive. But like it's abandoned. It's an abandoned building. I took Brooke with me to see it because I thought it was so crazy. We go up there. Ice cream truck music started playing. That's the best way I could describe it. Like, when you like, you have like a what are those things? Like a little wind up box for like jewelry, a jewelry box that winds up. Have you ever seen those? I used to have when I was a kid. And it like plays that like twinkly music. That's what started playing, dude. It started playing in there. I'm not kidding. There is not another soul in the building other than Brooke and I, okay? Move, microphone, move. I love you though. There is not another soul in the building, and that music starts playing. And I'm like, I look at Brooke, I'm like, oh my God, Brooke, we gotta leave. And it was so scary, dude. Brooke started freaking out. I started freaking out. We're like, there's absolutely no way. That music was playing, and like there's no one else here. Like, I'm not kidding. There was not another soul in that building. Like, it was completely abandoned. And that music was playing, and it was so freaky. It sounded like do 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 do, something like that. Do you guys like my performance? Should I release an album? You guys let me know. But it's like that kind of music, you know what I mean? I don't even think it was specifically that song, but so freaky. So Brooke and I, okay, we need to book it. Why is there like a fuzzball in the air? Just talking about it is scaring me, guys. Yeah, we had to book it out of there. Then we actually ended up going to a bunch of other buildings that were completely in use. We just wanted to see what they looked like. But it was so scary. It was so scary. I have a lot of photos. I'll have them scattered throughout, but it was so scary. I want to go back, though. But I'll tell you this. After that whole experience, I think they're putting things in it now. So I'm like, what's happening? What is happening? But every time I walk by it, you can see the basement from the outside. And I look in there, and I swear to God, every single time I think someone's watching me. Every time. I don't know why. It's so freaky. It is so freaky. You scared me so bad. Why are you up so early?
Go to work.
I thought you didn't go to work till 5. It's 3:47.
Go to work.
For what? Because you have to?
Mm-hmm.
Daddy, I'm in pain. I think my wisdom teeth are coming in. But it's like, I think it's causing me some jaw pain.
Could be.
Ow! Meow. Love you.
Love you.
Sorry. I was talking to my dad about going to a scary place for Halloween. Okay, but no, literally, guys. It was so scary. It felt paranormal. Honestly, I don't even want to say that it was necessarily paranormal because I don't even think that was I don't think that was my fear. I thought maybe like someone was watching me and they were going to kill me. I thought maybe I'd get murdered. So of course I went back the next day. It was crazy. When I went to that building, I wasn't expecting it to be like that. Because on the outside, it looked fine. On the inside, gutted. It was crazy. There was a pen in there, though, that I did take, so hopefully I'm not cursed. It was a cool pen. It had, like, one of those things, like, you know how sometimes there's pens, and you can, like, pull a little thing out of it, and it has, like, a sheet of paper? You know how people use those to cheat on tests? Well, this wasn't that. It was, like, a pen, and it just had, like, information about something. But I was like, I like it because it's a toy. So I took it. Okay, guys, let's get to this next part, because this is... Girl, I'm angry. I'm angry. Fish City, just look me in the eye. Tell me you think I'm pretty. I don't actually know the words to the song, but Fish City. What do y'all know about Blonde Shell? She comes out with an album on May 2nd. Y'all should listen to it. Okay, this one's a doozy, you guys. This next one is a doozy. Peer reviews. What are we doing? I'm not kidding, guys. What are we doing? What are we doing with that? Because that's crazy. What we're doing with that is crazy. People don't know what they're doing. People don't know what they're doing with the peer review. When I'm peer reviewing someone, I'm being honest. I'm being constructive. Like I'm not here just being like, "Yay, this is good." No, I'm telling you things that you should fix. Like I'm gonna tell you where you need to put a comma. I'm going to tell you what's not working about it. I'm going to tell you things I think would help. I'm going in on you, okay? Like, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to read it to filth. That's what I'm doing. I'm not going to be mean. Who is it? Mommy, you want to say hi?
Well, I look kind of bad. Let me look in the mirror. Oh, I look rough.
You want to say hi from afar then?
Yes. Hello, podcast people.
I'm talking about peer reviews. I'm talking about the peer reviews. This is crazy. But I mean, a lot of people are in agreement with me, though.
Yeah.
I'm having such bad tooth pain.
Which one?
Right back there for my wisdom teeth, I think.
Oh, gosh, I forgot about that. I need to make an appointment.
It's fine. It's just causing me some jaw pain. I wasn't ever having any pain with it. Like, I was completely fine until, like, right now I'm having, like, jaw pain. I don't know if it's from the wisdom tooth.
It might be from something else. Wink, wink.
I have jaw pain there sometimes. I think it's because we don't have enough tissue there to connect our. We have really high cheekbones. From you,
Yeah,
we get that. We get that from you.
Meow. Alrighty, I love you.
I love you.
I'm gonna lay down. I saw your daddy off to work.
Bye. I love you. Okay. Sorry, back to what I was saying. When it comes to peer reviews, people don't know what they're doing. When I'm, like, peer reviewing someone, I'm, like, genuinely going to give you feedback that I think will help you. Because I'm going to be honest, I'm not doing this just because, like, I want the grade. Like, I genuinely want to help people. Because I didn't know how to write until, like, I didn't know how to properly write something until my senior year of high school because no one ever taught me. And that's a whole thing in itself that I've talked to you guys about 1,000 times, but I want to help people the best I can, and I'm going to give you, like, constructive feedback. I will say this, I'm not mean. I also say things that I like about it. I don't want to just be completely negative. I say things I like about it, but I also say I give suggestions on things you can fix, or I even give suggestions on things, like, not even things you can fix, but things I think would be cool. And I was in my creative writing class, and we had to turn in a manuscript, and that kind of makes it sound a little odd. Basically, you could either turn in a story that you had written up to 10 pages or 2 poems. And I turned in 2 poems because that's more up my alley. But and then we were put into groups of people we need a peer review. When I got my feedback back, like the peer reviews back, no one gave me any constructive feedback other than one thing. That wasn't even constructive, it was just mean, but I'll tell you in a second. But when I saw that people were doing that, they were just like, this is cool, this is nice, I like this. That was all they said. Meanwhile, I said, I think it would be really beneficial if you were to start this in media res instead of... I went in, I was like, I think you should actually develop the characters a little bit more and give them more of a backstory. I think you should add more concrete details because that will enhance a story. You know, I was giving things like that, and then I got all of my feedback back. And I was like, oh god. So that was crazy. But these people, I was just like, this is crazy. But there was one person, all they said was like, this is good. And then they said one thing. And also, let me just preface this. I can take constructive feedback, okay? I'm a really sensitive person, but I can take constructive feedback. What I can't take is when you're wrong. Okay? What I can't take is when you're wrong. This person read my poem and they're like, this is cliche. Cliche? That's not feedback. That's mean. That's just mean. This is what I'll tell you what the line was too. I'll freaking tell you what the line was. I gotta find it. I sent it to Maria. Because I was telling her what happened. Okay. This was the line. I come up for air and my lungs open to breathe me back to life. That was the line. And they're like, this is pretty cliche. Cliche? Themes can be cliche. Metaphors can be cliche. Morals can be cliche. Facts are facts. What do lungs do? They help you breathe. And this is what they said. This is really cliche. You should use the word seize. Seize? What do you think this is? I'm going to ask you this question. What do you think this is? You tell me. Quickly. Okay. I come up free. Okay. This happened literally the other day and I'm still fuming about it. I come up for air and my lungs open up to breathe me back to life. Where would the word seize fit in that? Do you know what the word seize means? Because I read your story and you were Joey Tribbiani from that one episode of Friends where he was writing a letter for Chandler and Monica to adopt and he used the thesaurus. It was that episode. That's what you were doing. You used a synonym for every word, okay? And the word muttered does not mean what you thought it meant. I mean, it makes no sense. Because, like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Because to seize something is to take. To seize is to take. What I was saying was my lungs were keeping me alive. That's basically what that meant. If I used the word seize, that would mean my lungs were taking my life. That's not what they were doing. They were keeping me alive. Girl, okay, here's the thing. Do you just like the word seize? Do you just like the word seize? Do you just think it's a fun word? Because I don't think, okay, now I'm getting too angry about it. And I'm really glad that this happened because it's just a learning experience. I don't care. Okay, maybe I'm a bad person. But I posted about this on TikTok, and it actually, yeah, it's actually doing really well on TikTok. But I said that, like, this was the video. I said, I got all my peer reviews back, and they just said they liked it. Meanwhile, I read theirs to filth. A lot of people are in agreement with me, saying that they did me a disservice by not giving me any constructive feedback to help me. Okay? Meanwhile, I gave my heart and soul to help them. Okay? Bent over backwards. What do you think this is? Tell me, what do you think this is? What do you think a peer review is? I don't know, but yeah, a lot of people are in agreement. And the people that aren't in agreement, because I also got some comments that are like, I don't know, I just say I like it for the grade. No skin off your back, huh? Makes me angry, is what and people are like, if someone gave me any feedback like that, I would cry. Then go cry then, girl. Because as someone who is sensitive, I'm not whining and crying over constructive feedback. I will if someone's mean and they call my work cliche. What do you mean? Now that I don't like. But, like, there was one girl, she gave me feedback, and I was like, oh, that's genuinely good feedback, okay. And see, you just take it. And here's the fun thing about it. You can take it or you couldn't. You know, most of the time when I do get feedback back, I feel that sounds so weird. When I do get the peer review back, I usually don't even take their suggestions because I just deem it they don't get the vision. But I'm not butthurt about it. Okay, back to the cliche. Cliche. Girl, get out! And by the way, I read your piece. And I'll be completely honest. Didn't care for it. No, didn't care for it. Whoops. No good cliche. I'm just being mean. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, their story was pretty good. But cliche. What is cliche about that? Hey, if you're right about it, then you're right. And I'll give it to you. I'll give credit where credit's due. It wasn't cliche. No. Okay, now to the last thing I wanted to talk about. I've been recording for an hour. Oof, girl. The last thing I wanted to talk about. Guys, this is crazy. I told you about, like, the peer reviews and the group stuff. So, I talk about group projects because I hate them. And I feel like they kind of go hand in hand with peer reviews. But back to the peer review thing. So, I had to write all this stuff for my class. It was a creative writing class. So, I've done a lot of writing throughout the semester. And honestly, I'll be completely honest. I didn't think, like, people were really paying attention to me or anything, or paying attention to my work. Periodically, I'd go to these, anytime they had a poetry reading event, I would go, because if I went, I'd get extra credit. I didn't really think anyone was really paying attention to me. But the other day, I was awarded a scholarship. Yes! I was awarded a scholarship from the English Department Development Fund because of my creative writing. I'm literally like, it was crazy. It's for $100, but I don't even care about the money. I'm literally lying. I do care about the money. I don't know why I was trying to play it cool. Like, I don't even care. I care a lot, actually. I just care about the fact that I was recognized for my writing when my whole life people told me that my writing sucked and I was never going to be a writer and that I wasn't smart enough to be able to do that. And I'll be darned, I just got awarded a scholarship for my writing. Isn't that crazy? That is literally insane. I don't even know. I'm so confused as to how it happened. I just got an email saying that I got it, and I was like, is this fake? And so it gave me a lady to contact. I went to the building where she worked. She wasn't there, but I talked to someone, and she was like, here's her email. And I emailed her, and she got back to me, and she was like, no, yeah, it's real. And I'm like, whoa, how did I get it? It turns out my creative writing class, something with that, someone, like, I think an alumni saw my work and he or she, whoever decided to give me a scholarship. I don't know who. I don't know who or how or what happened, but I am going to go to my professor's office hours and I'm going to ask, but guys, I literally got a scholarship. I don't know how it happened at all. I'm so confused about it. But yeah, I got a scholarship for my writing because it was good. And this goes out to all the haters. Bet you don't have $100 for your writing. Bet you didn't get a scholarship. I want to make it abundantly clear that I said bet you. I didn't say a naughty word there. I know you thought it. So, But yeah, I literally got a scholarship. Isn't that so cool? I feel it's just so cool to be recognized. I genuinely, it's just so cool. I don't know. I need to figure out who gave it to me. Like, or how I got it, because I need to know who to thank. But I thought it was fake at first, but it's not fake. I know it ain't fake because Sally Mae already took it. They already took it out of my loan. But so it isn't fake, but it's just crazy. It's literally so crazy. But yeah, I had to tell you guys that. I had to save the best for last. But yeah, so I got a scholarship. Wow! Isn't that crazy? It is crazy. I need to like buy a binder to put. We were supposed to do that today. We were supposed to buy that. I want to get a binder to put all my poems in, so I kind of have like a book of them. But yeah, it's just so cool. I can't believe I was recognized for something like that. It was so unexpected. But yeah, it's crazy. Hopefully I get more info and I can let you guys in on that. But I had to tell you, it's just so crazy. But I guess that's the end of this episode. I wanted to leave it on a good note, and I think that's a pretty good note. $100 note. I'm just it's so exciting. But yeah, I love you guys so much. I am in pain. My jaw is killing me. You know, this has been The Buzz with Beth. I'm your host, Bethany Haven. A real writer now. I'm a real writer. I love you guys. Bye. Meow. What was that? What did I start it with? Oh. Put your meow meows on. Guess I gotta accept the pain. Need a meow meow to make me feel better. Every meow meow comes my way, so I still get meowed up. Meow! Okay, so I was at the grocery store. I was literally at the grocery store, and I was looking at Frosted Flakes. My sister and I both were looking at Frosted Flakes, and she said, these literally have 53 carbs. And I go, oh my God, I want to die! And this guy, he looks over at me. He goes, what a wild thing to say. And then he looks at my sister, bet you can't take her anywhere. And my sister, the traitor she is, she goes, yeah. Are you serious? Are you serious? When I looked at Brooke, I didn't see my sister. I saw a traitor is what I saw. But that guy, God forbid a girl hyperbolize. Is hyperbolize a word? Hyperbolize. Okay, that's not what I asked.